I'm joined now by Rana Ayyub, a prominent Muslim investigative journalist in India who is also a columnist for The Washington Post. Rana, thank you very much for joining us here on the programme. You just heard there from the spokesperson of the BJP. Your reaction to that?
Thank you, Yalda. I was listening to Shaina Munod, and it was nauseating, actually. She was talking about Indian culture and women. What kind of culture allows 100 men in saffron scarves chanting Jai Shri Ram, glory to Lord Ram, and hounding a young Muslim woman, not allowing her to enter the educational premises? I mean, I was appalled. I was appalled that Miss Munod did not have any consideration for the Indian constitution, but conveniently looked towards the Quran, which members of the BJP have time and again said that the Quran should be banned. I like how the ruling party spokesperson cherry-picked certain points, completely ignoring that Article 25 of the Indian Constitution gives every right to every citizen of this country, and Mr. Modi cannot change the Indian Constitution. The girls are fighting for their fundamental right. Whether they want to wear it, whether they do not want to wear it, it is their individual choice.
Rana, what she's saying is that there is a uniform and it applies to everyone across the country. So that means that you cannot wear religious symbols inside a school. Is that not fair?
For decades, Yalda, students across religious spectrum have been wearing their symbols of faith. Sikhs wear their turbans to the school. Muslim girls were allowed to wear hijab to the school. These girls have been wearing hijab for a very long time. It is not for the first time. So why suddenly has this group of young Hindu vigilantes, Hindu terrorists for that matter, who are hosting saffron flag in an educational complex in Karnataka? Why are male students furling a saffron flag in an educational institution? What does that mean?
Well, she's saying this is propaganda. This is propaganda from the likes of people like you, from others who are trying to disrupt or malign Prime Minister Modi.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what propaganda is, which Miss Shaina NC did not quite categorically say. The latest appointment, the Vice Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University, is a woman who on Twitter has hailed the assassin of Mahatma Gandhi, calls Muslims as jihadists, and she calls Christians as converted rice bags. This is the Vice Chancellor of the Jawaharlal Nehru University, who has just been appointed. This is our Prime Minister who came to power saying, Beti Padhao, Beti Bachao, educate the girl, save the girl child. And these are the women you are appointing in the highest positions of educational institutes. Imagine the prejudice against Muslim and Christian students. What is happening in India right now? This attack on hijabi women.
Miss Munod is also saying these are isolated incidents. For 200 million Muslims live peacefully and in harmony and are empowered across India, and that we are focusing on 5 students in Karnataka rather than the whole picture.
There is not a single day, Yalda, that there is a hate crime against Muslims in India. And Karnataka, the place where she's talking about, the state where she's talking about, Muslims are being humiliated every day. They are being lynched on the street. They are being attacked for wearing a skull cap. They're not being allowed to offer namaz in designated areas in their country. They're being attacked every day. So for Miss Shaina NC to call this an international propaganda, well, I've been hearing far too often. In the last 7 years, some of the biggest international agencies have called India a hell of a place for Indian minorities. The United States Committee for Religious Affairs, the United Nations, so many agencies have said that Indian Muslims are suffering. It's an apartheid-like state for Indian Muslims, where Muslims are being discriminated against every day. Imagine a young woman, who we all saw on television screens, a young woman in a hijab, hounded by 200 Hindu vigilantes chanting glory to Lord Ram. This is not the India that we once took great pride in. This is the India of right-wing terrorists, and this is a Prime Minister who's trying to manipulate the Indian Constitution. But Indians, I don't think, will allow that to happen.
Rana Ayyub, thank you very much for joining us here on the program.
Thank you, Yalda.